the creation of the world and everything.
Soft, mysterious, and awe-filled music begins. Before time began, before light and life, there was only God. Imagine, no stars, no sound, no sky, only stillness, only eternity. And then, in that profound silence, God spoke. A gentle but powerful voice declared, "Let there be light." And in that instant, light pierced through the darkness like a golden sunrise. The heavens trembled, and darkness fled before the brilliance of his word. God saw the light, and it was good. He separated light from darkness, calling the light day and the darkness night. And there was evening, and there was morning the first day. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a space between the waters to separate the waters above from the waters below." And so it happened. The misty heavens opened wide, and the blue sky stretched across creation. God called this beautiful, peaceful, endless expanse heaven. On the third day, God commanded, "Let the waters below the sky be gathered together, and let dry land appear." The waters rushed together, forming vast oceans, as the dry ground rose firm, strong, and full of promise. God called the land earth, and the gathered waters seas. Then he spoke again, "Let the earth bring forth grass, trees, and fruit." And the brown soil came alive. Tiny green shoots pushed through the ground, mountains turned emerald, and flowers burst into a symphony of color: red, yellow, violet, and gold. The world was now full of life and beauty. God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God said, "Let there be lights in the heavens to separate day from night, and to mark seasons, days, and years." And so the sun blazed into being, filling the sky with warmth and golden fire. The moon rose softly, dressed in silver, and God scattered the stars like diamonds across the dark velvet of the night. Each twinkle was a whisper of his glory. On the fifth day, God decreed, "Let the waters swarm with living creatures, and let birds fly across the sky." The oceans began to move. With life, great whales leaped joyfully. Schools of fish shimmered like rainbows beneath the waves. Above, the sky danced with birds, their wings spread wide in song and freedom. And God smiled, for it was good. On the sixth day, God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures, wild beasts, and everything that creeps upon the ground." And the earth came alive. Lions roared across the plains. Elephants trumpeted in joy. Deer leaped among the trees, and butterflies kissed the flowers. And then came God's greatest creation. With a loving, gentle voice, he said, "Let us make man in our imashafta, our likeness. Let them rule over the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, and every living thing upon the earth." From the dust of the ground, God formed man with his own hands and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man, Adam, became a living soul. When all was finished, the heavens sparkled, the earth sang with life, and the heart of creation beat with love. God looked upon everything he had made, and it was very good. On the seventh day, God rested, not because he was tired, but because his work was perfect. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy. And so, from nothing came everything. From silence came song. From darkness came light. From dust came life. Every leaf, every ocean wave, every star that shines above whispers the same truth. God created it all, and he called it good. When the world was young and pure, God planted a beautiful garden in the east, a place called Eden. It was a paradise filled with life, peace, and glory. The air was fresh, the rivers sang like music, and every leaf whispered the name of God. He placed Adam in the midst of this perfect home. Tall trees reached toward the heavens, their branches heavy with fruit. A river flowed gently through Eden, its waters clear as crystal, bringing life to every living thing. God told Adam, "This garden is your home. You may eat freely from every tree except one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For on the day you eat of it, you shall surely die." Adam obeyed, caring for the garden with joy, naming the animals and walking with God each day. But though Adam's heart was full, he was alone. So one evening, God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. With tender hands, God took one of Adam's ribs and shaped it into a woman graceful, pure, and radiant. When Adam awoke and saw her, his heart overflowed with joy. Softly, he whispered, "At last, bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh, she shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." Her name was Eve, and from that moment, love bloomed in Eden. They walked hand in hand, laughed under the sunlight, and watched the stars together. They felt no fear, no shame, only pure joy. In Eden, there was no pain, no tears, no hatred. The lion lay beside the lamb. The earth was alive with peace and light. Each morning, God's voice echoed gently, a reminder that they were never alone. "Adam, Eve, my children, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and rule over it with love." The Garden of Eden was more than a place. It was a picture of perfect love between God and his creation. But true love is not forced. It is chosen. And God, in his wisdom, gave them the freedom to choose. This story of creation reminds us that we are not accidents. We are chosen, designed, and deeply loved. The same God who painted the skies also shaped our hearts. So when life feels dark or empty, remember the first words ever spoken. Let there be light. Because God's light still shines in the stars, in nature, and most importantly, in you. And though the gates of Eden may have closed long ago, the memory of that paradise lives within every heart that seeks God. From the beginning of time to the depths of your heart, the same God who created the universe is still creating something beautiful in you. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires faith and hope. We'll see you next time.